Looks like we're going to be drawing the shadow today. For this, for the next week or two. And I want to do something different. I want to draw him actually like in a graveyard fighting some, maybe some ghosts, to be honest. I think that would be kind of interesting. So we'll go ahead and start that out. Let's see, kind of have them up here. I have maybe the buildings like this. Might be a little different. Okay. Have this down here. This one's going to be kind of tricky, but I know what I want. I know the concept, but the composition is going to be the hard part. A big old bus outside just posting up. It's about to start getting really hot. Now I'm airing out the house. So I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. Right. Want these buildings to kind of be popping. So last time I drew him up on a building, and he was taking out a bunch of guys. You know, this one I want to do something a little different. It was last year, already a year ago. Time flies. Let's see here. So we got some of this. I think I want to kind of, let's try it again right here. This one's going to be harder than I thought. Okay. I think I might just have to go for a flat one-point perspective on this. There's a lot of stuff I want to tell, so I have to be a little flatter. This would be cool to do that, but okay. All right, let's try this out. these mausoleums and stuff in here in the background. I get the tombstones in here. I want to get the city in the background. Not too far away either. I want it to be pretty close, so almost like across the street. There was another one I wanted to do, another composition. Let me try it out, see if it'll work. I wanted it to be kind of like this. Maybe like that. How's it going, Ethel Wiley? Hope you're doing good. And then I kind of wanted him maybe even right here like this. I don't know if it's gonna really. Yeah, no, it's another. I'm trying to think if I get it like that. Have them way up here like this. It's gonna have a big ass Tommy gun too, man. It's a little too big. Hey, what's up, Lord Farquaad? I really hope that you keep going and getting better at sketching. Keep up the good work. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm just setting up some thumbnails for the shadow. Last year I drew the shadow, and it's been a year. Coming up on the shadows, like this shadow day. Trying to do like a little hashtag to celebrate him at the end of July. I think it was the first publication by, I think it was, from my understanding, Walter B. Gibson. Yeah, it was in July. I remember that. But yeah, I want to do something different. Last time he was fighting a bunch of goons on a roof. And here I want it in a graveyard, but I want to see the Art Deco background. I want to see a little bit of the mausoleums. I want to see the shadow's face pretty good. So it's kind of there's a lot of concepts, but sometimes you have like a lot of ideas, a lot of concepts, but the composition isn't there, you know? So I'm like trying to nail the composition. Let me try to get rid of this. Just got to really think. That. Something's up here. Got the buildings. That should be fine. There's buildings right. That one I'll leave empty because he's gonna probably be right there. There's that. You got all that shit. Boom, boom, boom. That type of jazz. You know, I got the cars down here, but that wouldn't be right there. It'd be in the graveyard. So maybe a mausoleum right there in the foreground. Mausoleum. Some stuff like that. Right there. And then you got a bunch of bad guys all around in here. I wanted this to be really dramatic. The thing about the shadow is he's a magician, you know, so he can mess with people Thanks, Lord Farquaad. Yeah. Let's see. Get the Tommy gun. I want his shoulder to really pop back too. I wanted 2 Tommy guns. Yeah. I wanted him to be a little bit larger than life as well. That's the only problem. Tommy gun. Got the sash. I might have to use that another time. I might probably go back to that other idea I was thinking of. Might have to do. Let me just try to do something else. It's the hardest part. Designing the composition. Concept and composition. I need something about like that big. Okay. And then I need the gun to be like that. I want a big cape. That's for sure. Right. 2 big ass guns. I want 2 Tommy guns. Let's see, there's that. I got the bad guy right there. Bad guy right here. A bad guy. All right. It's a little tricky. What are you drawing now? I can't tell. It still looks good though. Oh, I'm just setting up. I'm doing a design of what I'm gonna draw. So after I figure out this kind of the stick figure thing, then I'm gonna draw it on a big 11 by 17, a big board like this, an actual drawing. But this is where all the big decisions happen, you know. Something like that. I also kind of want something out of a little bit of an. I want to move this over a little bit. See, if you do this on a computer, it's a lot faster. But that's okay. All right, so I got that. A little bit more to that side. Boom, boom. Really want his face in there. Okay, I'll just do that for now. I might have to draw it like draw it wide. I think I might do that like this. Turn the comic book page sideways. Let's see here. Yeah. I'm trying to think about this again too. Right, we got that. Then if I could get some tombstones in there, maybe. Yeah, this one is pretty tricky because I really want to see his face, but the farther I zoom out to see the other stuff, I'm not going to see his face, so I really wanted to do that for this piece. Could do some forced perspective here and there, but it's not really what I wanted to do. These pieces are challenging sometimes. That one would be pretty fun up here, to be honest. Let me get that right there like that. Something to think about. Guy's flying over here. You got this guy kind of falling back right there. You got this guy getting capped over there. There's going to be gangsters. So they got their little gangster hats, little cloaks. Could be a little something like that. Might even do the one up. Thinking I might try something else. Let's try this. Right. Oop. Oh, thank you. Awesome. So now I'm taking a little egg break. Let's see here. Do you know which one you're going to actually draw or just sketching minorly? Yeah, I'm just kind of like moving around and trying to figure out which one I want to do. This one would be like laying on its side, the paper. Be like 17 by 11. These would be 11 by 17, but I kind of want to. I don't sketch it. I don't put too much detail into it because it takes too much of the fun out of it. Same thing when I start penciling it. I don't put too much detail into the pencils either because when I start doing the inks, it takes fun out of doing the inking process. I'm really looking forward to this one because most of my art I've noticed when I tell stories, it's wide shots. It's just how my brain kind of thinks a lot, kind of that panoramic view. Sorry, I'm just taking a little egg break right now. Ham and eggs. But I need to really thinking about doing this one too. Like he's up above, floating above him, because I want to see the shadow's face. I don't know if you're familiar with the shadow, but the latest thing that they had with him was a movie with Alec Baldwin from the 90s. It's a really good movie. I highly recommend it. But at one point, he was the most popular kind of character. I'll say comic book type character, like superhero type character, even though he's a pulp character. But he was on the radio. He had pulp magazines. At one point, I think there was 3 movies of him out in 1 year. He was the most popular character in the world, or at one time, and then he just disappeared. It's just that's how it can happen to any character. Right now it's probably Batman. They're over. Of course, time people can forget about it. He has two pistols, 245s. He's a pulp character. That's how the old characters did. They all had guns. They had guns, and then they would throw down with fists. The Shadow, the Phantom. Those pulpy characters. I love those characters. He's disappearing, and then he's starting to come back a little bit now more with the youth. They're picking up that absolute Batman, which is kind of not Batman in a way. Some things are cool about it, but the things that are cool about it make it not Batman, I guess. Yeah. It's definitely not like Bruce Wayne or whatnot. I don't know. It's just, yeah, it's not really the same thing. And he was reinvented by Frank Miller with The Dark Knight Returns. That was like 40 years ago. Oh, thanks for subbing and liking. I appreciate it. Yep, trying to wolf these down. Got my coffee. I'm probably gonna live stream this tonight too, so probably gonna go late though. I'm in California. I'm gonna go Pacific time, probably. Yeah, maybe midnight, 11 o'clock, something like that. Have a good one. Take it easy. See, the thing is too, when I'm setting this up, I want his cape to pop out. I want his face to pop a little bit. His hat, his scarf, all that stuff. When I want it to pop. See, like in this composition right here, his cape's getting stuck in the building background. Right here, I'm popping the cape out a little bit, and the scarf right here, it's really popping. Like everything's popping out. And here he's like Godzilla. He's like King Kong size almost, maybe a little. And I mean Kong from like. Well, I guess that's arguable. But the whole idea behind it was that he was using his illusion to make himself appear bigger, and he's scaring the shit out of these criminals. And I want them to be like, I don't know. I have some ideas. Maybe I'll make a shadow comic one day. I don't want to divulge too much of my ideas. But let's just say there's some zombies he's shooting down, and that's normally not what the Shadow does. He's just fighting, mafia and stuff like that. And here, these are going to be some dead dudes. It's going to be in a graveyard too. But I want the graveyard. I want tombstones. I want a little bit of mausoleum. I want Art Deco buildings in the background. I want cape. I want the hat. I want the big face, the big nose. I want two Tommy guns. I want a lot of action going on. All that shit. And I want it to pop too. So that's why it's taking a little longer. I tried to do all this before I jumped on the stream too this time. Usually I just kind of try to think about it in my head. Before I start back up. Almost finished with last week's In America, The Werewolf in London versus The Howling. But yeah, I've just been really busy doing pre-press on my comic book Hell War. But this one's coming out pretty good. Let me see. Still got to do a couple more tweaks to that, but that one came out pretty mean. All right, just a couple more bites and then get to it. Sometimes it takes a few of these. Sometimes I can nail it in like 2 of these. Sometimes it takes like 16 to 20 of them till I lock in, you know. But there's something. Maybe I could do one building, kind of like an Art Deco-y building right here. And in the back, then I could do a little mausoleum action right here. And then the face. I really wanted his shoulder to be kind of cocked back when he's holding that. I don't know why. the Tommy gun. Okay, and then we got the scarf like that. Could spread the Tommy guns out like that if I have to. I don't want to though, but I might. Okay, make sure that head is pretty big. All right. Let's see. Start messing with the geography a little bit. Usually I gotta have at least 2 or 3 guys, 2 to 5 guys in there. This down even more, down to here. Lose that geography, let's lose that. Try another more perspective. Yeah, that new Devil Driver album, some good shit. All right, maybe I can pop this a little more, like that. Okay. Okay, there's that. Bring that one up here like this. Pop that like that. That like that. Let me get the hat like this. Get those mausoleums like that. That new perspective going, you know. Just like one or two of them in there. And then they could be dumping. Get the Tommy gun. Dude, I heard that. What is it? One of the new directors out there right now. I don't know who it is, but they want to do the Mask, the Dark Horse version by Doug Mankey. Man, that would be awesome. I gotta draw the Mask. I'll have to write that down. That'd be cool. I gotta pick up some of those books too. Let's see. Okay. So we got that right there. Okay. I don't know. See, this is cool, but just kind of like it, but I get some tombstones in here. It's just kind of too up there a little bit. Maybe if I bring it up a little more, that could be cool. This will be kind of a cool cover, but it's just not what I want. Let's see. With the hat right there. The cape can go up like that. That's kind of cool. Now I'm kind of wanting this one. This one's starting to grow on me a little bit. Crazy, crazy, crazy. That's what happens. You can even have them like flying down like that. It's not really what I wanted though. Getting kind of spurgy with this, so let's see. Kind of really wanted the face turned a different way. With that big old schnoz in there, you know? Kind of wanted it at the side like that. Big old schnauzer. Yeah, I don't know, man. Might have to go with this layout. It's not really what I wanted, but it looks really cool. Let's see. And he already has that. Buddha. Part of me too wants him to be kind of flying. That'd be kind of cool. But I don't want to see his feet, man. I really want the whole thing about me drawing the shadow now is I really want him to be like a force of nature. Horror. I want to bring the horror. That's my take on the shadow. It's a horror book. That's how I would do it. Crime horror. And part of me just wants to just do that too. Let's see. But take out the feet, take out this. You could make it look like he's part of the, like a bat, you know? And it gives me more opportunities down here for more content. Damn, I really like this. Draw the... Dang, 42 minutes deep. That one's kind of cool. I might go with that one. But I really wanted to see the graveyard. Let's try another one. Maybe it was this one right here. This guy thinks he's Leatherface with his lawnmower, bro. Or Ash Williams. He needs to chill out with that shit. All right. Got him flying, but I also want him. Ooh, there we go. I'm starting to dig this one. I'm starting to dig this one a little bit. Boom, boom. And I've done a lot of pieces like this too, the same exact setup, but it's like, you know, kind of hard. I have to just draw all these one day. Maybe I'll do a shadow story. Forgot I gotta make this one a little smaller. Wouldn't be that big. Try it like this. Oops, sorry guys. All right, so now we got that. Very similar to the other one. Now we can have a bunch of bad guys down here. You know, a bunch of stuff going on. Could really build up the the cemetery area. I'm messing with the cape a little bit. It's the fun part, man. But yeah, like these are that's a keeper. I'll actually use that one again and that one for sure. I could use it. Let's see. Make sure that is tucked away like that. Boom, boom. So there's that way to do it, and then we could get the buildings in the background. A little bit more Art Deco shit right here. I want this to be like right across the street, so. Or we can just have them like a force something about that I wanted to do too. Oh man, I'm on the fence about this now. All right, let's start adding the fire in there. These things are going to be dumping. This is tricky. Okay. Bring that down a little bit. There we go. So this is kind of what I was going with right here. He looks a little more like a kind of spookier. I could get the guns in there. A little bit. Kind of digging this one though up here. What's up, awesome one? I'm drawing the shadow right now. Trying to pick. I'm gonna have him in the graveyard. He's gonna be firing off 2 Tommy guns. He's gonna be shooting up a bunch of zombies, man. But I also wanted to have some Art Deco buildings in the background. So I'm trying to figure out if I want to go with this piece or with that one. Kind of tricky. Tricky. Yeah, I want to get these big shoulders on him too. It's like kind of have this idea of like what I want, you know. It's more along the lines of this. So like, this is the angle I really wanted. At least the positioning of him kind of standing there holding the Tommy guns. He's super tall right here. I was gonna make him like Godzilla size, not Godzilla like now, like kind of like the Peter Jackson Godzilla size. He's using like, you know, like a giant pretty much, like nothing too crazy. He's using his magic, you know, mysticism. But at the same time, I want him to be like a force of nature, dude. Let's see. Yeah, I think I might have to. If I don't, you know what? If I don't do this one, I could come back next year and do these ones. Do these ones. I think I'm gonna. All right, hold on a second. So I got the mausoleum. I want to have mausoleums in there and tombstones and all that. I want it to feel like graveyard mode, you know? It kind of feels like that with this perspective, but it's just a little too much. I'm really big into the backgrounds, especially if it's just like one video or one thing. So I'm gonna go with that, because ultimately that's kind of what I wanted. I could have, yeah, I'll do that. And this one, he's kind of flying around. I'll do this. Just do 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna have to probably gonna do those maybe the next year or something. All right, so we're gonna go on that. We're gonna land on that piece. It's just a regular, pretty much like a first point, 1 point perspective. This is a 3 point perspective, or 2 point, I believe. Oh wait, 1, 2, could be 3 if you go up there. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna go with this one right here. And then I need to find my little ruler because this one's gonna take some work. This one's definitely gonna take a couple weeks to do. Go get my ruler real quick. Start working out that piece. The heck? All right. Okay. Listen to some radio shows. The Shadow. Get that in there like that. Try to really figure this out. Okay. I'm looking at it's going to be a first point perspective down there. Almost a worm eye view to a certain degree. So we'll go ahead and start right here, everybody. Let me kind of get right there. I'm going to start right here with my perspective. You know, come in here. I do my horizon line right here, just like that. And then I put a little H right here, just two from the circle, boom, boom, circle. And then now I just kind of come in here and start throwing some lines down. I don't even need it really for this picture, but I'm just going to do it anyway. Maybe for the buildings in the back or something like that. Actually, I might need it. It might come in handy. Whoop! That shit slid across the page. Let's try that again. There we go. Try to do this nice and chill. There we go. Probably gonna spin the board around a little bit like that. Do this real quick. Almost done with this part. All right. Do that for now. A couple more of these down here. All right. Should be chill for now. And let me look at this real quick. So he's going to be probably right about here. And then, yeah, I see how that goes. Okay. Pretty straightforward with that. Yep. Okay. I sew the lines in whenever I want. All right. So we got him right there. That's what we're drawing right there. Okay. I'll draw the shadow right there, so. Hey, what's up, Genuine Comics? How you doing, man? I like those images, those layouts you posted today. They all look good, man. I think I went with B for Rabbit. Yeah, it looks great. Can't wait for that book to come out. It's going to be great. Yeah, the shadow, man. For me, it's like this month is shadow month, you know. This one's probably going to take me like 2 weeks. We'll see. We'll see how we do. Hopefully not too long, but it probably will. I got myself 2 weeks to do it. Yep. Dude, sometimes just thumbnails are so good I can't choose. Yeah, no, I actually had that problem today. I had 3 thumbnails I wanted to go with, and I couldn't pick. It's like the first time that's ever happened to me on the show. And with the shadow, I really wanted to sell the horror of the character. For me, my pitch on the shadow is if I ever do write a shadow comic, I'm gonna do it like horror style. I don't know what the public domain technicalities are. I don't think you can right now. But yeah, definitely gonna do a horror take on it. So I kind of want to start greasing the wheels with this, you know. And then we're coming up on the anniversary of the Shadow this month, so I like to do pieces like in July if possible. Let's see, how big is this fool? Oof, he's getting pretty big. Pretty big in relation to that. Yeah. And I wanted the shadow to be a giant. He's like pretty much giant mode. I want him to be like using, whenever I draw him, I kind of want to see his let's see, his powers, his mysticism, his trickery. just got his head a little smaller, I think. Maybe not. It needs to be kind of big. Gotta give this guy a neck, man. He's got that, he's got the shadow scarf. Lamont Cranston. Okay. A little bit. No. Just broke my nice eraser. Cleaning it. Okay. So get rid of that big old dome piece right there for a second. It's distracting me. There we go. And this anatomy is going to be a little fucked up. I don't want it to be perfect. I want it to be kind of horrific. Thanks for hitting the like, guys. You're awesome. All right. Give me a spot for his piece right there. And then There we go. How's it going, the area agent? Hola. You're on the shadow right now. Probably gonna do a little less right here. Oh, thank you. Muchos gracias. Gracias. Right now I'm drawing the shadow. It's coming up on his like almost 100-year anniversary, I believe. I don't really need to draw all this, but I'm just doing it for fun. The ribs and stuff. I'm making him look like a monster, kind of, so his proportions are all off and tweaked. I want him to look scary. I'm tall. Happy Friday Junior, everybody. I had a porterhouse steak yesterday. I found this spot, man. I got 2 porterhouse fucking steaks for $12. They're already marinated. So good. It was like, oh, Christmas is going to be coming a little early this year. I just died in your arms. Okay. Couldn't walk away. Walked away. Just died in your arms tonight. Some kind of dream. I got these guys right here, so we're gonna have the hubba. Why is he so big, bro? Shadow ain't that big. Okay. Okay, got a lot of opportunities right there. For this guy. Opportunities right here. So we're drawing this dude. This guy's probably going to be falling. So you want to try to do some cool little buckles and stuff. Alright, that, spine like that, like that. Use the side of him right here. Like that. A little knee buckle, you know. Yeah, okay. Got that knee buckle right there. Maybe a little bit of that. So got 30 more minutes. Thanks everybody for stopping by. I appreciate it. Okay, got that foot right there. There's gonna be mostly gangsters in here. Should have walked away. It's crazy to listen to the radio, man. Like all the songs on the radio, they're not really oldies. They're like from the 90s. Yeah. So what happened to all the oldies? Over here we have KRS 101. Now it's it's not oldies anymore. Now they're playing like Nate Dogg and Warren G. That's an oldie. It's like where's where's all the stuff from the 50s and the 60s? Where's all the Elvis and the Roy Orbison, Johnny Cash, all the Motown shit? Oh my God, none of that's on the radio. To me, those are oldies. Everything that's I don't know. I feel like music died. Music died somewhere around the turn of the century, as far as I'm concerned. The only thing really brave right now is metal. Metal and probably punk, if there's any, So you got that little broken ankle right there. Let's try this out. If you guys haven't seen The Shadow, go check it out. It's a great movie from the 90s. It's got Alec Baldwin back in his Beetlejuice days, so he was perfect. Oh wow, someone's got a speakerphone. Hey, how you doing? It's talking right on the phone. It's like, shut up. Hey, what's up, Lek? How you doing, brother? There's people driving by with their car, with their speaker phones in their car, you know, their Bluetooth. It's like, shut up. So I'm drawing the shadow right now, and for me, my take is, you know, he's a phantasm, man. Like when he wants to be, it's horror. It's a horror version. So right here, he's a little taller than normal, not too tall, but a little more, you know, a little more. Not like King Kong size, but you know, we know our boy Lamont Cranston likes to play tricks. For me, he's a thin line between con man and sorcerer, or snake oil salesman and sorcerer, you know. But with his friend being Harry Houdini, Walter B. Gibson took a lot of inspiration from that, put it in the shadow, from my understanding, and those yarns. Let's see here. So, do a little bit of that. Want him to look kind of tall. Last year, I did something too as well. I wanted to do something different. I'm trying to get that. Want this one to be horror, gothic, but also I want the Art Deco in there as well. Gotta have that decadence, that Art Deco decadence. No one hates on that. That's pure class, baby. You could be just having a tomato, what is it, a ketchup sandwich, and still wear a suit, you know? That's how those people back in the day, everybody was wearing a suit. Driving by again. Everyone wore a suit back then. All right. So we're going to put a suit on him. I just wanted to have the anatomical structure kind of laid down and his stance and everything. He's chilling too. He's kind of creeping up. He's creeping up like a zombie himself. These guys I kind of want to resemble dead gangsters, dead mobsters. So it's kind of like a little concept I have for if I ever do a shadow story. I might do one too. I got a Conan concept. I got a shadow concept. A lot of these guys will be public domain. Would be fun to kind of get in there and do something with them. Let's see here. Kind of want to do something else with this leg. See, people used to wear a suit to go to a hockey game or an airplane ride. Now they wear pajamas. Easy sign of the degradation of our society. Oh yeah, 100%. I'm kind of similar in the same way too, though. I mean, I live in California, so I wear shoes. I wear flip-flops and sandals everywhere. I'm not gonna lie, guys. That's why I pay so much for rent. You know, I pay for all this stuff. It's because it's yeah, you know, the weather here. Gotta take advantage of it, but at the same time, man, I agree. Like, everyone used to dress so nice back then. Kind of want his leg to buckle in a little bit like that too. I think that'd be kind of fun. Something to say about people drunk or falling or, you know, just losing it. I dig it. Just staggering into work hungover. Okay. Get in there and cut it a little bit. Yeah. But you look at, you know, even for Zeta, man, that guy looked classy, you know. He was a classy artist. Dude always looked like he was in shape and working out, and Now we're kind of bummish. But it didn't have to be like that forever. New generation stepping up their game though. Seems like. Let's see here. Let me try to spin this around a little bit. So I get some. There we go. I miss Neil Adams, man. I loved his artwork, his poses, his faces. Come back later and put the big wool coats on them, right? Those coats, man. My grandpa had a big wool coat like that he left behind. I don't know what happened to it. Might have in the garage, but those things were built to last. There we go. Built to last. See here. He's gonna have his Tommy guns. These are gonna be fun. I have the Tommy gun in there. Gotta get reference, obviously. Get that angle down too, so it's perfect, or almost perfect, you know. Super long legs, like a Nephilim. Yeah, super long legs. Hey, how's it going, Shady? How you doing? All right. Like that right there. Right. It's time for me to go get my kid. All right, we got that right there. All right. Just got one dude right there. Let's see here. Yeah, I remember Shady. You're that kid from Ireland, right? Trying to keep it rated. Let's see here. Lord of Lek. Let's see here. Chinese made products have fooled up into believing cheap is good. However, we are entering a sweet spot in time where Chinese quality is actually going to equal quality and still be cheap. Oh, this I know. This I know plenty of about. For a brief while until it becomes too expensive. But yeah, 100%, dude. 100%. So I just want to get this stagger in there, man. To me, it's important, man, when people are taking those hits, you want to show them falling and getting hit and getting hurt, you know? It's kind of hard, too, man. If you ever see someone, like, in a fight, just pause it, you know? The way the body moves around, the way the muscles just kind of move with gravity. The human body is just a bunch of, like, water balloons kind of, like, strung together and footballs. Like, all your muscles in the upper body and legs kind of look like footballs. That's what, who did I get that from? I think Greg Capullo. Greg Capullo's a goat, man. I wish he would draw Conan, bro. Oh, my God. That would be sick. I think I've seen him maybe do one Conan piece. I'd like to see him draw Conan, though, just the whole... Yeah, that would be sick. That would be sick. We'll leave that dude right there. We're gonna have some probably gonna have some stuff right here. Figure out what that is. And get room for, we got opportunities for some stuff right here too. Maybe right about there. Gotta watch out for tangents. Put his tombstone there or something. I don't know what it is. I like drawing the graveyards. Maybe it's because we're all gonna end up there one day. Unfortunately. Let's see, up 10. Your last drawing was so cool. Hey, thanks, man. I'm just trying, you know. Trying to get some drawing done, you know. But a lot of my stuff is rated R, man, so, you know, it's not for kids. You know, I got to put that disclaimer out there. I am trying to work on more PG-13 stuff. Just kind of hard. But most of my stuff's just really ultra-violent, so just letting you know, man. And I put the streams at for 18 and older. I remember you saying last time you watch a lot of that crap. All right, so there's that. I don't remember what the last one was. Yeah, it's hard to remember. Oh, yeah, I was drawing Hellwar. Yeah. My Viking bounty hunter. Yeah. This guy right here I'm drawing is the Shadow. He's a Spider-Man. I don't really do the Spider-Man too much. I don't really do that too much, man. I kind of like doing the pulpy stuff or the underground stuff. Spider-Man's cool, though. Don't get me wrong. He's one of the coolest characters of all time. And I do mean characters in general. You know, I actually want to go pick up the Clone Saga with his clone brothers from the 90s. I think that's a good story to run with if they were to do it in the movies. Let's see, there's that. I like the John Romita Jr. artwork too. He's an acquired taste for some. All right, there's that. Yeah, Spider-Man would be fun to draw. Give myself a couple more years, and then maybe I'll attack that character. Don't get me wrong though, man. Marvel's got the best characters. They do. Yeah. I just out of the big two, they got, you know, out of DC compared to them in DC. DC has Batman though, but they got everybody else. Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's see here. Throwing some crosses in there real quick, trying to get some ideas. Yeah, I know you're right. I know. I'm gonna do some Minecraft stuff probably in November for my son. He loves Minecraft, so I have an idea I want to do. Next year's gonna be a big year for movies. Big old stinking year for movies. Seems like everything's coming out. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I don't play video games, man. GTA is a little I don't know. If I was gonna play one of those games, I'd play like Red Dead Redemption. Not really into the GTA anymore. Back when I was like maybe a teenager or in my early 20s. So I'm gonna get a gun right here, looking at a tangent right there. It might not matter though, because he's gonna be. Let's see here. See how that goes. Let's see here, like, seeing as it's the hype within the zeitgeist right now, you should consider doing Achilles versus Hector or some other Greek battle. Ajax slaughtering foot soldiers. Yeah, that would be pretty cool, right? I probably got all summer for that, huh? Oh man, that would be cool. I haven't drawn any Greek stuff. I really love 300 and Immortals, Clash of the Titans, Wrath of the Titans, the original Clash of the Titans, the original God of War trilogy video game. That's awesome. I love Greek myth. It's pretty bad. I've never took a crack at it before though. One of these days. Let's see. Let's see. I remember collecting Cheerios UPC and sending away for Clash of the Titans. Actually, that's cool. What is your favorite country? My favorite country? Like, what do you mean, to live in, or like right now? Because my favorite country right now to live in would be America, as far as I know. Yeah, it would be America, dude. That's my favorite country. As far as like myth goes, my favorite myth would probably go like Norse mythology, Greek mythology, and then after that it would be Irish mythology, Celtic mythology. What the hell's a roof? I mean, I know what a roof is, but is that a new slang, huh? New internet kid slang. so we got a few of these guys right here. All right, let's get back to this. I'm probably gonna be getting some drawing done tonight too, guys. Late night style. Gotta go do a bunch of stuff. Thanks for hitting the like and the subscribing. I appreciate that too. You guys are awesome. Let's see. Probably just gonna have to have a regular tombstone like that. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. I got that on a Mars song stuck in my head. Okay. I'll start drawing some crypts. Like the crypt, you know, with the crypt keeper. Not like the crypts and the bloods, but like the crypts, like a crypt, you know, those type of crypts. Mm, 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 mm. I have to go right up here. All right. There we go. Even make it to like right there. Let's try that out. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, like that. Yeah, Irish myths. I've always wanted to do some Irish books. Has the other guy from last stream been on? I'm not sure, man. You see, California is great minus the taxes. Outside of a few big cities, yeah, no, it's the best place to live in the world. You know, like geography wise, the weather's fantastic. It's once you live here too for like a certain amount of years, you find a way to like survive. You know, I guess it's like that anywhere. But I would like to move, but it's just I'm not going to right now. There's no point, bro. There's no point to leave California and go move to like Texas or like, you know, anywhere like freaking Memphis, Tennessee, or, you know, all of the real estate has gone up. So there's like, why leave the best, you know, geographical place in the world? You know, I'm literally 40 minutes from the beach, 40 minutes from the desert, 40 minutes from the snow when it snows, 40 minutes from Disneyland, 40 minutes from Knott's Berry Farm. I mean, that's just some things I can just name off the top of my head. There's tons of shit more too. 20 minutes from the indoor water park. It's just, you know, if you're in like the Hollywood bullshit, which I'm not. Hollywood's only like 45 minutes away. If you want to go down there, like downtown LA, all that crap. Tons of stuff. Mexico is really close. You can go down to Mexico, have a good old time. Mexico's got a bunch of different paradises to, you know, chill at. Highly recommend going to Mexico if you can. It's fun. Go down there with someone that speaks Spanish, though. It's a little, if you don't, you know. Do you see the color green? I don't know what that means, kid. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. I mean, my eyes are green. I know that much. Let's see here. Green and blue, man. Those got to be my colors. All right. Got that. Oh, grass. Yeah, I mean, if I go outside, I mean, yeah, dude, there's grass out there. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. All right. Okay. keep it. You gotta keep it gangster right there. Keep it in perspective. Keep it in perspective. Keep it in perspective. Right there. See, this is why. Remember, I was telling you that perspective shit comes in handy later on in the drawing. You have like a random thing that you want to get on point. You know, I got my little perspective spot. Boop. There you go. I might keep that. I might get rid of it, but right now I'm just kind of setting up little spots. You know, little ideas. I don't have to keep everything, but yeah. Oh, you lost me, kid. I don't. Yeah. Speaking of riddles, almost got booted. Okay, California is one of the greatest crop growing areas on Earth, with lush forests and of course it's green. Yeah, absolutely. There's a song I wrote about California back in the day. One of the verses was, "It's the largest producing producer, can't produce," because we were going through a drought. This is back in the Obama years. Called the song "Deadfornia." It was like right around the time of the century too, like early aughts, you know, I believe. Yeah. Or yeah, kind of early aughts, I guess. Damn, it's already time to go. I gotta go, though. I didn't even get to draw the Shadow's big ass nose. Really looking forward to that. It's like one of the most important parts of this piece that I want. It's not Nevada. Yeah, Nevada, right? Nevada's fun though. You know, every few years. I haven't been there in like 22 years. I went there I was 21, so I haven't been there in a long old time. Yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah, I gotta go right now, guys. Shucks. Starting to get good. See? Yeah, see, I'm gonna have to get rid of this cross now. I got the cape. There you go. There's that. All right. He's gonna have the scarf. Scarf's probably gonna go up like that. Whoosh, whoosh, something like that. Yeah, you too, man. I'm gonna try to come on later tonight. I'm working like nonstop for the next 3 weeks, so you know what I mean. I got like 1 day off a week, so I get off early some days, but like a full day off. Yeah, I'm only getting like one of those a week. Got to get that money, man. You know, got to make that money. So yeah, tonight I'm gonna try to hit it again, probably like midnight or some shit like that. But thanks everybody for stopping by, everybody for watching. We got my finished my American Werewolf in London piece right there, or almost done. I got a couple more things to do. Got the Kessler Wolf versus the David Wolf from The Howling. So this one's pretty brutal. So I finished that one. Got a couple more highlights to do. They're fighting out in front of the slaughtered lamb. And then, yeah, we're going to get the shadow going. I'm talking to the printer right now. We're working on how we're getting printed. I'm going to try to get the update for the campaign today or tomorrow. I got my posters in. I got my guitar picks in. Everything's on track. Everything's on track to be fulfilled by the agreed upon date, which was November. But right now, if everything goes well, it might even be a little sooner. But I don't know. I have to talk to the printer. I'm waiting for them to get back to me. So thanks again, everybody, for watching. Happy Friday, Junior. Have a great Thursday. Always remember to be bold, be brave, and roll the bones to know your role. And remember, if the artist isn't starving, the artist isn't hungry. Have a good one, guys.